This is the culmination of a long process. You know, the Canada-South Africa Chamber started in '94. We then transitioned into the Canada-Southern Africa Chamber, and we are now at the beginning of a really exciting new chapter, becoming the Canada-Africa Business Chamber.
A lot of countries that we did deal with, you know, that weren't part of Southern Africa specifically, didn't like the fact that it was Southern Africa, you know, so it was probably more of a psychological, political thing. So it's opened a tremendous number of doors for us, and we're going to start building on those as well.
It is stakeholder driven. Our stakeholders want to see us deepen and broaden our engagement with the African continent, both in terms of the geographical scope and also in terms of the industry sectors that we cover.
Africa represents a tremendous opportunity because on the one hand, it's always been the challenged continent. There have always been many challenges. There's poverty, there's disease, there's a lack of infrastructure all over Africa, but there's also tremendous opportunity. We know that there's tremendous human resources and natural resources. And I think from the point of view of Canada, Canada's always had many links with Africa. The Chamber is aiming at channeling those links and turning those challenges and opportunities into realities, and that's really what this is all about.
And I think there's a tremendously ambitious population of young people who are coming into a world of internet connections and global travel and education, who are going to drive a lot of energy through the development of Africa.
So I think that the Canadian calling card is very highly regarded on the African continent.
Canada, there's a certain humility, I think, about the way that Canadians go into other countries and provide that expertise, but recognizing and respecting the local culture, the local systems, the local infrastructure. And I think that in that respect, Canada is quite unique.
I think Canada has a brand which is one of being non-partisan wherever possible. I think it's a brand which is to do with values around people, around rights, around freedoms, around liberties, really important stuff. And I think that's appreciated. I think the history of Canada has largely been around trying to help, support. There's a lot of aid in the background there and so on. And so I think all those things have contributed to a sense in which, you know, that the maple leaf is recognized and gets a smile.
I see great things. I think we're on the cusp of becoming probably the go-to organization when it comes to engaging in trade with the African continent.
This is a huge step for the Chamber to switch from being very particularly focused to looking at the continent. I think that Africa as a whole is beginning to pull together in new ways. And for a country like Canada, that provides a great opportunity to help and build.
It's an exciting time to be involved with the Chamber, so if you're not already a member, please do consider membership. I think the Chamber has a lot to offer in this new, revitalized and renewed form.